Hello everyone, welcome to SS classes and very good evening to all my dear students. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the concept of cell division. Okay, so what the cell division is. So basically children, it's what indicate that something is getting divided. Division is what? That is the splitting. Okay, so cell division, what does it mean? Cell division means the one cell is getting divided. Okay, the cell is getting split into the two or more than two cells. So let's discuss what the type of cell divisions are. So basically student, the cell division is the method of cell division which classified into two types. So the one is mitosis and the another is meiosis. Okay, so the process of mitosis is especially occurs in the body cells. Okay, and these body cells are known as somatic cells. So what does it mean actually? These body cells, these somatic cells are non-reproductive cells of our body. For example, our skin cells, our internal organ cells, okay, so they are the somatic cells which especially helps in the physical growth of an individual. Okay, जैसे कि हम लोग हैं, so when we born, we were the small child, okay, and gradually we grows in the size and ultimately we become adult. Okay, now this growth from childhood, from the newborn baby till the adult, okay, it is due to the process called mitosis, where one cell divides to form two cells. Okay, while the meiosis happens only in the reproductive cell. Say for example, the reproductive cells are also known as germ cells. Okay, so for example, the male organism, okay, the male have the sperms as the reproductive cells and the female organism produces ovum or egg. Okay, are the reproductive cells of the female. Okay, it doesn't mean it happens only in the animal. Meiosis occurs in the plant cell, in the plant body as well as in the multicellular fungi. अब जैसे कि मान लो कि ह्यूमन बीइंग है, एनिमल है, कोई भी एनिमल है, ओके, सो दैट ऑर्गेनिज्म रिप्रोड्यूसेस एंड फ्रॉम वन जनरेशन टू अनदर जनरेशन द क्रोमोसोम नंबर रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. It is due to the process of meiosis. Okay, so जब मेल ऑर्गेनिज्म उनकी रिप्रोडक्टिव सेल्स प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, that is the sperms. Okay, and that process is called as spermatogenesis. तो इस प्रोसेस को होने के लिए कौन सा पाथवे फॉलो किया जाता है, and that is the meiosis. While the female body produces ovum, that is the egg. And this egg also have the half number of chromosome, okay, and this can be achieved only by the meiosis. So that anyway we are going to discuss in detail that how this process occurs. It is just a overview that what we are going to discuss, okay, in this topic. So basically the mitosis, okay, the mitotic cell division that occurs in the body cells, in the non-reproductive cells of the organism's body. And for what this process occur, the main aim of this process is the physical growth. Okay, जैसे कि organisms की physical growth, उसका size में बढ़ना, ठीक है, newborn से adult तक का जो stage है, that growth, okay, it is due to the mitosis. The another significance of the mitosis is it also happens for the repair of the body. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे कि समझो हमारे हाथ को कट हो गया, वुंड हो गई, ओके, सो दैट वुंड heal automatically. Okay, the new layer of the skin will form over that wound and the wound get healed. It is due to the process of mitosis. ठीक है, बर्न हो गया है या फिर कट है या फिर कुछ any other damages है आपके somatic cell को, so that ultimately repairs, that wound automatically heals is due to the process of mitosis. तो वो वाला जो पार्ट है, जो कट है, वुंड है, डैमेज वाला पार्ट है, वहाँ पे न्यू सेल्स फॉर्म होते हैं और स्किन का न्यू लेयर वहाँ पर आ जाता है. It is due to the cell division of that particular area's cell due to the process of mitosis. It happens. Okay. So what is the significance of the mitosis? For the physical growth. Okay. And second, what I told you, for the repair of the body. Okay. Now let's talk about the meiosis. The significance of the process called meiosis are, it is actually happening in the all kinds of organisms. Say for example in animal also, okay, it happens in the plant body also, as well as it happens in the multicellular fungi. So of course the ultimate aim of this process is the reproduction. Okay, it happens for the reproduction, and second, it helps to maintain the chromosome number constant from one generation to another. How? So I'll explain you. For example, human being. Human beings' body cells, means non-reproductive cells, have 23 pairs of chromosome. ठीक है? जो हमारे अदर बॉडी सेल्स है, जो रिप्रोडक्शन में इन्वॉल्व नहीं होते हैं, उनके नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स कितने होते हैं? 23 पेयर्स ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स उनमें होते हैं, राइट? अब ये 23 पेयर्स ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स अगर सेम क्वांटिटी ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स अगर स्पर्म्स में रहेंगे, दैट इज द मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सेल्स, और अगर सेम नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम अगर ओवम में रहते हैं, दैट इज एग में रहते हैं, तो क्या होगा? लेट्स अज्यूम स्पर्म से आ रहे हैं 23 पेयर्स, ओके, एंड ओवम से आ रहे हैं 23 पेयर्स. सो लेट्स इमेजिन what will be the number of chromosome in the next generation. That will be of course 46 pairs. Okay, and normal individual have the 23 pairs. So chromosome number double हो रहा है, ठीक है? अगर sperms और ovum में अगर normal body cells के जितने ही chromosomes अगर रहेंगे, that is 23 pairs, तो क्या होगा? Because the multicellular higher organism reproduces by sexual means two parents are involved, mother and father. So mother से अगर 23 pairs आ रहे हैं और अगर father से 23 pairs आ रहे हैं, so next generation के individual में number of chromosomes कितने होंगे? That will be 46 pairs. तो कहाँ जा रहा है chromosome number? Double. It is getting double. So ऐसा चलेगा क्या? नहीं. Generation to generation क्रोमोसोम नंबर्स कैसे होने चाहिए? कांस्टेंट होने चाहिए, एंड दैट इज द रीजन द प्रोसेस ऑफ meiosis happens in the reproductive cell, and due to this process the chromosome number get half into the germ cells. जैसे कि sperms and egg, इनमें क्रोमोसोम्स कितने होते हैं? Only half number of chromosome as compared to the somatic cell. Okay, so what is the significance of having such a half number of chromosome? The significance is the half number of chromosome would come from the one parent and half from the another parent, so that will together form the 23 pairs, which is a normal number of chromosome in case of human being. Okay, so mother से आएंगे half and father से आएंगे half, तो वो मिला के कंप्लीट वहाँ पे क्या बन जाता है? 23 pairs बन जाते हैं. So 23, that is half number of chromosome from one of the parent and half number of chromosome from the another parent. So that we have the 46 chromosome. It means the 23 pairs of the chromosome. So the significance of the meiosis is it helps to maintain chromosome number constant from generation to generation. Okay, now let's discuss this process in detail, that how it happens. So let's discuss first the mitosis, how the process of mitosis occurs. So especially this process occurs in the 4 stages. Okay, and what these stages are? The first stage is called prophase. Okay, the first stage is prophase. The second is metaphase. The next is telophase, and the fourth is sorry, I'm extremely. This is the anaphase, and the last is telophase. Okay, so these are the four stages that happens in the mitotic cell division, and before this there is an interphase. Okay, there is an interphase. Now let's discuss what exactly happens in the interphase of the cell division. Now say for example here is the cell. Okay, and inside what is there? The nucleus is there. Now you know very well that what is located in the nucleus. The nucleus have the fine thread-like structure, and that is called the DNA. Okay, so especially in the interphase, which is the beginning of the mitotic cell division, where what happens, it is the phase where the nuclear content becomes double. Okay. It means the DNA undergoes DNA replication to produce exact copies of DNA. So basically the DNA content in this nucleus becomes double, that is 2 DNA. Okay. So it means for example 23 pairs of the chromosomes are there, that doubles. Okay. So it forms the 46 pairs. So especially in this interphase, what happens? The DNA content that becomes double in the interphase. Okay. Now, what happens in the next phase? So, this is the interphase. Okay. Where what happens? Where DNA duplication, DNA copying. Okay, DNA copying takes place. Now, the next step is what? Prophase. We have done with the interphase, now the prophase. Now in the prophase, what happens? Look at this structure, and this is the nuclear membrane, you know very well. Okay, it is the nuclear membrane. Okay, this nuclear membrane start disappearing. पहले ये कैसे था? मोर प्रोमिनेंट, मतलब क्लियरली विजिबल था. नेक्स्ट फेज में क्या होगा? इट स्टार्ट डिसअपियरिंग ग्रेजुअली, धीरे धीरे ये डिसअपियर होना स्टार्ट हो जाता है. एंड इनसाइड अल्टीमेटली व्हाट हैपेंस, द क्रोमोसोम फॉर्मेशन टेक्स प्लेस. ये जो थ्रेड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है दैट इज कॉल्ड डीएनए. इट सुपर कॉइल्स अराउंड द हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स and forms the butterfly wing-like structure. Okay, that is the H-shaped structure especially. Okay, the H-shaped structure, H like this. Okay, H-shaped structure. The DNA winds around the histone proteins. Okay, it super coils, and it forms the H-shaped structure, and that is the chromosome. Okay, ये क्या है? This is the chromosome. Okay, now such a chromosome formation start happening here in the prophase. Okay, here the pro stands for what? First. It is the first stage of the mitotic cell division. Okay, so this is the name given, the prophase, where the process actually start, and it is the beginning of the mitotic cell division. Okay, where the nuclear membranes start disappearing and the chromosomes becomes thick and clearly visible. Okay, अब ध्यान दो, इधर ये जो क्रोमोसोम है, ये क्रोमोसोम के ये जो पार्ट्स है, this one and this one, okay, they together called sister chromatids. क्या बोलते हैं इनको? Sister chromatids. Okay, they are called sister chromatids, and these chromosomes are arranged in a pairs like this. ये एक chromosome. Okay, this is another. This is the one chromosome and its pair. Okay, like this. So those chromosomes, okay, those chromosomes which have the same type of gene, they are called homologous chromosome. ये क्रोमोसोम और ये क्रोमोसोम बिल्कुल सेम है, because they carries the gene for the same characteristics. ठीक है, and hence they are called homologous chromosome. homologous chromosome. ओके, इसमें से कैसा है, एक जो क्रोमोसोम है इंडिविजुअल्स की बॉडी में वो कहाँ से आया है, समझो फादर से आया हुआ है, एंड अनदर क्रोमोसोम जो है वो कहाँ से आया हुआ है, मदर से आया हुआ है. ठीक है, सो ऐसे जो क्रोमोसोम्स है which have the same characteristics of the gene, okay, they are called the homologous chromosomes. Okay, so this is about the basic concept about the chromosome, that how chromosomes are formed and what do you mean by the homologous chromosomes, right? So here what happens in the prophase, the nuclear membrane start disappearing and the chromosomes start appearing due to the superpiling of the DNA. The chromatin material becomes thick and chromosomes are clearly visible. Okay, now what happens in the next step, and that is the metaphase. What actually happens in the metaphase, this is called meta. Meta means what, middle. Okay, why this name is given metaphase, because in this phase the chromosomes get arranged in the middle of the cell, that is the equatorial plate of the cell, and in this process actually the role of the centrosome is there. The organelle that we have discussed in the previous video, that is the centrosome. Okay, so इसका functioning यही से start हो जाता है. This is the centrosome. Okay, और ये ऐसे स्पिंडल फॉर्मेशन करना स्टार्ट करते हैं, राइट, एंड दैट स्पिंडल फॉर्मेशन बिकम्स क्लियरली विजिबल, एंड दिस नेक्स्ट स्टेज, दैट इज द मेटाफेज. In this phase of the cell division, the nuclear membrane completely disappears. ये जो न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन है, ठीक है, ये completely disappear हो जाता है. हम लोग इस न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन को देख ही नहीं सकते, ठीक है, completely disappears. And why it disappears? ये क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि ये जो क्रोमोसोम्स है इनको सेल में मूवमेंट करना है, ठीक है, सेल जब डिवाइड होगी तो इक्वल नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम दो सेल में डिवाइड करने हैं, जिसके लिए सेल में क्रोमोसोम्स की मूवमेंट बहुत जरूरी है, और इस मूवमेंट के लिए मे बी न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन ऑब्स्ट्रैकल्स क्रिएट हो सकता है. इसीलिए इस फेज में क्या होता है, न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन कंप्लीटली disappears. By the time the spindle formation also appears like this, ये जो अपने centrioles थे, ठीक है, tubular proteins of the centriole that start arranging in a linear fashion to form the spindles like this. ऐसे spindle formation form होती है due to what? Due to the centrioles. Okay, like this. And what happens in this equatorial plate, the middle of the cell, यहाँ पर क्या होता है, क्रोमोसोम्स ऐसे अरेंज हो जाते हैं like this. ओके, क्रोमोसोम्स ऐसे अरेंज हो जाते हैं. Right, so chromosomes get arranged in the equatorial plate of the cell, that is in the middle, and that's why the name is given metaphase. Okay, now what happens in the next step, and that is the anaphase. This ana stands for what? Opposite. Okay, it stands for opposite, means the chromosomes start moving towards the opposite pole. Okay, like this. For example, अभी एक क्रोमोसोम है, right? तो इसका ये half, this half will move towards the upper pole, and this half will move towards the down pole. Okay, so let's see how it occurs. So ये जो स्पिंडल फॉर्मेशन है, इस स्पिंडल की ही हेल्प से ये क्रोमोसोम सेल में मूवमेंट कर सकते हैं. So in the anaphase, what happens? The chromosome moves towards the opposite pole. Okay, like this. The half of the chromosome will move towards the upper pole and another will move towards the down pole, like this. So that is the pulling of the chromosome in the opposite direction. Okay, the chromosomes get pulled to the opposite poles. Okay, half will move towards the upper pole and half milk will move towards the down pole like this. Okay, and then in the last stage of the cell division, that is the telophase. In the telophase, what happens? This is the anaphase, and in the telophase, what happens? The cytokinesis occurs. Okay, cytokinesis. Cyto stands for what? Cell, and this stands for the division. Okay, so say cytoplasm. Okay, cyto stands for here cytoplasm. So actually the cytoplasm divides, it gets split out. How? Let's see. It appears like this. Okay, this is actually the beginning of cytokinesis. Okay, it is the beginning of cytokinesis, where the chromosomes, half of the chromosomes are there towards the one pole and half of the chromosomes are there towards the down pole, and in this phase the nuclear membrane start reappearing. ये जो nuclear membrane है, ठीक है, it start reappearing like this. It reappears. Okay, and then actually the cytokinesis occur. Cytokinesis means division of the cell, where the cell divide like this to form two daughter cells. Okay, to form two daughter cells, have the clearly visible nuclear membrane and the chromatin like this, and have the equal number of chromosomes as that of the parent cell have. Okay, they have the equal number of chromosomes as that of the parent cell have, because in the first stage of the cell division the nuclear content get double. Once it get double, it divides in this way, and hence at the last the two daughter cells are formed which have the same number of chromosomes as that of the parent cell have. And as the daughter cell have the equal number of chromosomes as that of the parent cell, the mitosis is known as equational cell division. Okay, it is called equational cell division. What does it mean? The chromosome number remains constant from parents to daughter cells. Okay, parents में जितने number of chromosomes है उतने ही दो daughter cells में रहेंगे, equal number of chromosomes. That's why it is called equational cell division. Okay, so this is about the mitosis what we discussed. Now let's discuss about the meiosis. Before this, I would like to tell you the importance of mitosis once again. So the mitosis is a kind of cell division, okay, where the chromosome numbers are maintained from one generation to next generation, and its significance is it especially occur for the growth of an organism and of course for the repair of the body. Okay, in the next video we will discuss about the meiosis process, okay, where the two division takes place in the cell twice. Two times division takes place, and then one cell leads to formation of four daughter cells. Okay, in mitosis one cell divides to form how many daughter cells? Two daughter cells. But in meiosis one cell divides to form four daughter cells, and this process happens by two types of the cell division. Okay, that is it is same like this. It means first the prophase occur, then the metaphase, then the anaphase, and then telophase. So the four states are there in the mitosis. The same kind of processes occurs in the meiosis, but two times. So it is divided as meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So that we will discuss in the next video. Okay, so this is about our today's lecture, student. Best of luck.